Any one person, if you remind me, so that I don't forget, so that I can share you the recording. Okay. See, so we are going to start our demo session once again now. So myself, I am Harsha. I have around 14 years of experience, and where you all are going to be trained on understanding about what is Pega. And today's session, we are going to look at understanding about few things like what is Pega and what is its use in real world. What is its use in real world means what is its purpose. Okay, only these two questions will be clarified today. So after this session, if someone is going to ask you, a person who doesn't know anything about Pega come to you and ask you, after you attend this session, if they ask you what is Pega, why we use it, you will be able to at least tell them for 5 minutes. For 5 minutes, you will be able to explain them clearly why we are going to use Pega in use this particular product called Pega and what is it all about. Okay. Other than this, we are not going to get time to discuss about anything else today. Okay. Throughout this session, okay, if you have any questions, any doubts at any moment of time, you can unmute and ask me, and you can ask me. But one thing is, I'll tell you how we are going to moderate. If I explain you one sentence, one concept, maybe one slide for our veteran, one slide, if I explain you, I'll come back to you and check with you whether you understand or not. Okay, that time better you ask me a question. Don't stop me in between. Okay, I think you will not get that chance to stop in between, because if you are closely focusing here, definitely you will be able to understand for sure. There's no point in not understanding, but you should fully focus here. Okay, for this 1 hour. Okay, this is one point. And the PPT that we have here, it has almost around 26 slides. Okay, leave about the last one, 25 slides are there. We will be able to cover a maximum of up to 15 slides today. Maximum how many? 15 we can cover. Remaining we cannot cover. That is not possible. So today 1 hour session is not a full demo session. In the demo technical part, whatever it is, functional or technical demo, almost 65% will be covered today. And tomorrow first half an hour, remaining part will be covered. Today plus tomorrow first half an hour, overall 1.5 hours is your demo. But we don't want to spend 1.5 hours on same day itself. You will get exhausted. Okay. So today within 1 hour time, we are going to cover up to 15th slide. For sure we will be able to cover. And one more thing I wanted to tell you, now the time is 8 o'clock 5 minutes. Our session will continue up to 9 o'clock 10 minutes to 9 o'clock 15 minutes just for today. Tomorrow onwards 8 to 9 only. Just for today I have to give some introduction, right? Other than subject. So it may take 5 more minutes. So I want to utilize that 60 minutes of time every day for the session. So 60 minutes plus this 10 minutes overall 70 minutes. So 9 o'clock 10 minutes you just fix in your mind. Okay. See, many of you are here to understand or to know about Pega, to learn about Pega. There are many people here. There are people who are already working on Pega in this batch. There are people who are just freshers, I think, and some people have gap after your education, and some people who are already working in non-IT jobs wanted to enter into technical. Some people are already working on in IT jobs on different technology, wanted to switch the technology. There are all categories of people. This demo is intended for those layman. It is for whom? Layman. You don't know anything, irrespective of your background, whoever you are. Okay, you are a +2 graduate. You'll be able to understand if you are going to fully focus here. Okay, it's not about someone who is already working only can understand, or it's not intended for someone who has technical knowledge. This demo more it is going to proceed in a way to give you understanding, clear understanding about Pega and its purpose in more of functional point of view, not a technical point of view. Technicals we'll see once we start learning. So functional is most important than technology. If you are clearly aware of functionality, then technology is very easy to learn and understand. Okay, so fully focus on understanding in the real world about this. Okay, I have to give you a little bit of information before we proceed forward further. See, when you start inquiring about Pega, you might have come across different terminology, different terms. Pega, Pega PRPC, Pega BPM, like this, right? What about all of these things? Okay, you are going to get a clear idea and understanding about all this today in today's session itself. Clear, everyone? So we are going to begin now. And I know clearly that I am not going to discuss any questions about your career. Like, I have so and so experience, I'm so and so background, whether it is suitable for me or not. What are the certifications available? What are job opportunities available? When to do certification? What certification to be done? This is on day 2. Means tomorrow after first half an hour is completed, then we will go and discuss about all those. I have a set of questions which I have drafted. It is an FAQ document. FAQ, frequently asked questions. I know what you are going to ask. I have already drafted those questions. What we will do is, after today's demo is completed, okay, I will share you this PPT. Okay, you'll receive this PPT, and I will be sharing you this video. I will be sharing you FAQ document. Everyone should go through it. Before I tell you tomorrow, go through it once. You will be able to understand. Okay, your questions might be there in the document. You will get clarified. Again, I will go through once tomorrow, once again. Okay, after our full demo, 1.5 hours. Today 1 hour, tomorrow half an hour. Once that is done, I will talk to you. Okay, till then, if you have any questions, call me personally. Okay, after that, group questions we will see tomorrow. Everyone clear? You are not going to ask me any deviation questions in between, please. Okay, only the question related to the subject that we are discussing at that moment of time. That's it. Any questions you have personally? I know you are very much eager to know about opportunities, so many things. Call me personally, I'll tell you. WhatsApp on that number, communication number will guide you. Go through fact document. Again, I will tell you that tomorrow. Clear, everyone? So let's go ahead and proceed forward. See, before we begin to go into this PPT slides and all, see, you might have heard many times when you are inquiring about Pega, you might have heard about BPM, Pega BPM tool, Pega PRPC tool, like that. So if you want to understand about Pega, you should also know about what is BPM. So today's demo is going to give you idea about what is BPM. Apart from what is Pega, what is BPM and what is its use in real time. So what is BPM? What is Pega? What is the use of these things in the real world? This is what you are going to learn about in today's session. And throughout this session, you need to keep in mind one thing, that you are going to be a developer. When you are learning Pega here, what are you going to be? Developer. What does a developer will do? Generally, in reality, if you are an application developer, developer in the sense application developer. If you are an application developer on maybe .NET framework or Java with any UI technologies and any database, Salesforce, Pega, Appian, anything, then you would be working on these 3 different layers. Anything, okay, any technology. One is user interface layer. What is that? Designing user interface forms. Okay. Second one is business logic. Business logic means coding. Generally, many people know about it. Coding. That is not in Pega. Generally, I'm talking about. So there will be 3 layers typically. One is user interface layer. You will be working on UI. Second one is business logic layer, where you will be developing the code. And third one is database layer, where data will get stored. Where data will get stored. Typically, you are a developer of application developer. If you are claiming, typically you will be working on all of these 3. Keep in mind throughout this demo that you are going to be a developer while working on Pega. Our demo is going to proceed in the perspective of being a developer. You try to understand our demo session considering yourself as a developer. Okay, you are a developer, and try to imagine like that and try to follow the demo, and I will explain anyhow. And sometimes we need to imagine like end user also. End user means Amazon application is there. I am accessing Amazon application, right? I am considered to be an end user to Amazon application. I'll tell you this terminology also, real-time terminology also, we will be discussing while we are going through. Okay, business analyst, how you get requirements, what is Jira tool, defect management system, defects, real-time terminology also we'll discuss apart from the technology, because you need to get molded like a real-time employee. Okay, that and all will take time. Slowly we will do that. So you are going to be a developer when you are learning Pega. See, Pega is used to develop business applications. If you want to develop applications, specifically what type of applications you will be learning tomorrow, but today you understand, like Pega is used to develop applications where the applications have user interface, business logic, and database. I'll tell you high level the advantage. You don't need to write any coding. When you are learning Pega, what you don't need to do? You don't need to write any coding. See, many people, they feel like coding means business logic, correct? But no. Coding means not only business logic, user interface, HTML, CSS, JavaScript related coding. That is also coding, scripting kind of coding. You don't need to deal with UI related coding. You don't need to deal with business logic coding. You don't need to deal with database. What is coding in database? SQL queries, PLSQL statements, stored present. You don't need to deal with all of those things. So without you doing all this, it will get automatically generated. Then how it will generate? That's what learning technical means. So Pega is a product tool. You are going to use the tool product in order to develop the applications without the need of coding related to UI, business logic, as well as database. All will get generated automatically. You need to fully focus on understanding the provisions in this tool, what this tool is providing. If you know that very well, purpose of each of the components, then you can be a developer without writing any code, even single line. Everyone clear? So the point here overall is Pega is used to do application development. If you want to develop applications, you can go and use Pega. Okay, where there is no need of coding. Now we will go back. Pega is called as BPM tool. Pega is called as what? BPM tool. What is BPM here? You might have heard about it. See, while you start inquiring about Pega, when you go to Google, many places you might have seen Pega, Pega PRPC, Pega BPM and all. What is these many different terminology? What is BPM? Pega is called a BPM tool. Why it is called a BPM tool? But before that, what is BPM? You need to clearly know about. So before you understand about Pega, you should clearly know about BPM. Without knowing BPM, if you claim that I am a Pega developer, there is no meaning. Okay, so you have to clearly know about what is BPM. That is the beginning of the demo session. Everyone clear so far? Whatever I told you just now, Pega is used for application development. Same is applicable for BPM. Come, keep in your mind, BPM is used for application development. Clear? Make sense? Then we will start now. Everyone clear so far? Good to go ahead and proceed forward. Every one of you.
Yes, sir.
You can always respond on the chatting window. In the Gotomeeting, chatting window is available. If any one of you not able to hear me, reconnect please. Okay, reconnect. My voice should be audible to everyone. All the time you respond on the chatting window, or you can unmute and say, yes, I understand. And then you can go back to mute. That is also okay. We will start now. Okay. So what is the use of Pega? Pega is used for application development. What is the use of BPM? Application development. Pega is called as BPM tool. Why? What is BPM? Let's go ahead and start. See, this is what I have covered already. Pega is used for application development where you have 3 layers: user interface, business logic, database. Now this is where we start. BPM stands for, the abbreviation of BPM is business process management, which provides the ability to have end-to-end visibility and control over all parts of a multi-step transaction, a business application. We need to understand this definition in detail. See, we already discussed Pega is used for application development, BPM is used for application development. See, in this world, if you are creating applications, like we have PhonePe application, we have Google Pay application, we have Amazon application, many different applications are there. What is the purpose of all these applications? What these are intended for? These are being intended to make the business transaction processing being done. You have business transactions to process, then you are digitalizing your business process by creating it as an application. We used to do it manually, correct? So long back, if you go, how I used to pay electricity bill, I used to go to electricity department, stand there in the queue for 4 hours, and I used to pay during my childhood. But today, just a minute, open phone pay, Google Pay, pay electricity by entering the number. Okay. Sorry. So digitalization, digital transformation is going to ease the things. Okay. So now using a technology, you are going to develop the applications in order to process your business as a digital content. Okay. So that it is ease of doing the tasks. It is ease of doing the tasks. You are going to develop applications using BPM in order to do the same things what we used to do manually. Today you are doing it by a computer, by creating as an application, right? What are you trying to do? You are trying to process your business transactions. It is very simple to understand. I go to DMart. DMart we go to. DMart physically, you think about it. I travel to DMart location. I enter into the mart, and there I am going to look at the display of the products and pick a basket and select the products and add it into basket.
నేను
And
అఖిల్
stand
అందరం
there in the
ఫస్ట్
queue.
పోతాము.
Please mute.
నువ్వు వాళ్ళని మళ్ళీ ఇంకోసారి
And stand there in the queue and then make the payment and take the products and come out. Exactly same thing we are doing by using an application. Amazon.com. Entering into Amazon application is entering into the building of DMart, something like that. And then products are displayed. This is what already products are displayed. I'm going to search for the products I need. Search functionality is there. So enter the product name and search, products will be displayed. And then take a basket, add the products into basket and add the products into cart. Go to checkout place, go to checkout screen, make the payment, cash you are paying, take the products back, and they're going to send it to your home, right? Ease of doing the things. So overall, what are you trying to do? You are processing the business transactions. What are we processing? Business transaction. A transaction is a work. What is meant by transaction? Transaction means it is work. I will share you this class notes also. Okay, don't worry about it. You don't need to write anything. You just need to listen. That's it. Okay. Transaction means you are performing some work. Beginning to ending, you are going to finish the work. Correct? Either you or system is going to do it. Right? So transaction is one unit of work. Transaction is a unit of work that can be initiated, that can be processed, that can be completed. Every business process application that you have in this world is intended for a transaction processing. It is intended for what purpose? Transaction processing. Okay, so every business application that is available existing in this world is intended for transaction processing, except social media. Social media is different purpose. Okay, so like this, you are going to create a business application where you are going to design your transaction model. Okay, transaction you are going to design. Okay, but what is meant by multi-stepped transaction? Transaction is a unit of work. What is meant by multi-stepped transaction? See, you are going to perform a transaction means one unit of work, beginning to ending. So this particular work will be divided into multiple tasks. It will be divided into what? Multiple tasks. See, one work will have n number of tasks to be done connectively. I'll tell you an example. See, go to Amazon application, search for a product. Searching is one task. Pick the product into your cart, that is second task, and then take it to the checkout, third task. Make the payment, fourth task. Get the bill, fifth task. Understand? Invoice. Simply to tell you other way around, go to ATM. Welcome screen is there. Swipe your card, meaning that you are providing the card details. Task 1 completed. It will verify that card is valid or not. Yes or no. That task you are not doing, system is doing. Second task, it will prompt you for the amount that you want to withdraw. Enter the amount. That is your task, third task. System will verify sufficient funds are there or not there. Fourth task is being done by system, and then it may give you money. High level I am talking about, and then it may dispense the money. Fifth task is completed. Amount is debited from your account. Sixth task. All these tasks connected to each other overall is one unit of work. A transaction which is being divided into multiple steps. Each step is considered to be one task in the overall transaction. Everyone clear? This is what meant by multi-step transaction. Everyone clear? If you are creating business application using any technology, you are going to design your business transaction where the transaction will have different tasks connected to each other. Everyone clear? BPM is used to develop the business applications where in the applications you are going to process the business transactions. The transactions will have multiple tasks connected to each other. How you design it? In a BPM, we are going to design the transaction model like a flow diagram. How you are going to design? It is very easy to understand the flow chart even for the business. Clear, everyone? So what are the different shapes? I'll tell you later. See, in Pega also, you will have the flow diagrams. Just to show you, don't bother about navigations. Try to understand the concept. Transaction will be designed like a flow diagram. So if you are going to learn Pega, okay, then you are going to design a transaction model like a flow diagram where it will have n number of steps. Each step is considered to be one task. Each step is considered to be one task. Everyone clear what is meant by multi-step transaction? So BPM is used for application development where we develop the business applications and design our transaction model like a flow diagram where it will have multiple steps. Each step is equal to one task. Clear, everyone? Okay. Now, BPM provides the environment which has the ability to have end-to-end visibility and control over all part of the development that you are doing in the business application. So, if you are developing a business application, so you can do the things from end to end. BPM provides an environment to develop the business applications where you design the transaction model. Not only that, end-to-end solutions are provided. What is meant by this? Let me tell you. Now you are being provided with BPM for application development. You have BPM for application development. So what are the different solutions that it is providing? End-to-end means, see, you take any application development. See, you are a client, you are a TCS company, you are an employee in TCS. You are getting a project from the vendor, actual business client, actual business. What is the first stage of the project? That is requirements. What is the first stage? First, you need to get the requirements from the business, and then analysis. First is what? Requirements, analysis, design, development, unit testing. Overall, I'll write down testing. High level only we'll bother about. Okay, testing and then deployment. Many of you may not be able to understand the technical terminology, but try to cope up with this. Just high level understanding is fair enough. There are different stages involved. There are different stages involved in the application development. See, for each stage, we need different tools to be used. Requirements, Jira tool. Business analyst is going to access this tool, create business requirements and give it to the developers. Okay, analysis you will be doing, going through it. Design development you will be doing, testing tools will be there. Deployment, okay, ARM, GitHub, like this. Even if I have to tell you more, I'll add here versioning. What is that? Versioning tools like subversion manager, okay, subversion management tools, okay, Git tools, like this. There are different tools available. And reporting, why did we leave it? Reporting, what are the reporting tools? Tableau, ClickView, right? And many tools are there. Crystal reports, Cognos, MSBI related tools, Microsoft Business Intelligence, OBI. There are so many tools available. See, if you want to develop application end to end, what are the stages? All the requirement phase to complete development, deployment, execution of application, reporting phase. All this you need different tools, correct? BPM is a single platform which has all these facilities available, which has all. So single tool is going to provide all of these. You don't need to access any other tool. Using Pega, you do gather the requirements by using its agile workbench. and you do analysis, design, development, you run the test cases and all, you create and you run the test cases, and then version management is available as rule sets and all, and even reporting is also available. You can do by using the same tool. So I'm comparing. So BPM provides end-to-end solutions for your application development, meaning that it has everything that you can do from requirement phase to complete reporting phase. So BPM is going to provide you a platform for the application development where you can do the things from requirement phase to reporting phase, where you can design your transaction model like a flow diagram, which will have multiple steps, multi-step transaction. Providing all this particular BPM is going to give you a facility where you can manage your business process. So overall, why are you doing this? You want to manage the manual business process by digitalizing into an application. Yes or no? Manually I used to do. Now I am creating a software application to manage my business process. Yes or no? So BPM stands for business process management. It provides an environment where you can use that environment to develop the business applications end to end, requirement phase to reporting phase, everything you can do on the same environment. You design your transaction model like a flow diagram, which will have multiple steps. By providing all these facilities, BPM manages the way that your business can be processed. It facilitates you everything to manage your business process. Okay, everyone clear? Online resources, all of you are clear what is BPM? Everyone, respond on the chatting window, please. Okay, so if you're going to use BPM, you can do the application development, where you can do from requirement phase to reporting phase, all the phases on same environment, and you can design your transaction model like a flow diagram by adding multiple steps. Clear, everyone? Next, you see here. I told you BPM is used to develop applications. So where you are going to develop the applications, even you have UI, business logic, database, everything will be there. We have so many other technologies also which does the same, correct? So if you're going to .NET, Java, any object-oriented programming or any other technologies, those will have UI, those will have business logic, those will have database to store the data. In BPM also we have UI, we have business logic, we have database, everything. One platform is provided. Then how it is different from other technologies? Okay, high level information I'm going to give you. See, in other object-oriented programming technologies or anywhere, you have UI, business logic, and database. In BPM also, you have UI, business logic, and database. But additionally, at a high level, I'm explaining. You have something else called process. In BPM, what else we have? Process. Process means flow diagram. What is meant by process? Flow diagram. Everyone clear? See, I have to redefine this once again. I have to redefine this once again. See here, transaction is a unit of work, right? How you are representing your transaction by a flowchart, correct? This you can also call it a process. Any terminology I use, work, transaction, flowchart, process, all this meaning same. Overall, your business transaction model. Understand, everyone clear? So in BPM, apart from UI, business logic, database, we have an additional component called flow diagram, or you also call it as process. What does this process defines? It defines your transaction model, step by step how your transaction should be proceeded. All that you are going to design and define by using what? Process, or you call it as flow diagram. Do you have a flow diagrammatic representation of transaction model in .NET, in Java, in C language? Do you have like this? In BPM you have it. So apart from UI, business logic, and database, what does BPM has? BPM has a process or workflow. You also call it a workflow architecture is there. Everyone clear with this point? This is just a high level difference between traditional application development and BPM application development. Apart from UI, business logic, database, what else we have in BPM? Process or flow. Everyone clear with this? So BPM is used for application development, where the BPM environment provides end-to-end solutions for your application development, where you can design your transaction model like a flow diagram, where the flow diagram is also called as a process. Everyone clear? These are the points we have discussed. Online resources, respond on charting window. Offline also you should open your mouth. Clear everyone so far? Online everyone so far clear? Okay. These are the 2 points which we understand so far. Next. Okay. We are saying process. In general, what is meant by process? I told you so far, you can try to say. Tell me any example of process. Anyone is okay. Anyone online. Tell me an example of any process in any business, your wish, banking, anything you take. Tell me process, example of a process. What is an example of a process?
Good morning, Harsha. Like we
Travel
do
ticket.
insurance.
Yeah, taking an insurance policy. Is that one process or not? Claiming an insurance policy. Claim process. Booking a movie ticket. Booking a train ticket. Travel ticket. That is one transaction. That is one process. Every business transaction that you do in this world is a process. It's a defined process. You go to purchase center. You swipe your credit card. Is that a process or not? That is one transaction, right? Correct. So what is the process? Process is a unit of work that can be completed either by acceptance or rejection. I'll tell you an example for this. So what is the process? Process is a unit of work that can be completed either by acceptance or rejection. This is clearly we need to understand. It's not always the positive way of ending. I'll tell you an example. See, imagine I have a leave request process. Means there will be 2 steps: submit leave request. Second step is approve leave request, approve or reject. I submitted a leave request to my manager. In one situation, one case, one manager has approved it. My process of leave request is completed. In second case, manager has rejected it. What do you say? My leave request is completed or not? Completed or not? In the second, suppose if you say not completed, understand this point. If I say not completed, I should be able to resume it. Manager rejected. If I say not completed, will I be able to resume it once again? Is it possible? Can I resume it again from where it has stopped? Is that possible? If manager rejects, if I want it, what should I do? I have to submit one more request. There is no other go, right? I cannot resume it. If you cannot resume means that is already completed. But first case completed, accepted. Second case completed, rejected. I'll tell you another example. I have applied for a loan, for example. Loan got processed. I got the amount also. Completed successfully. Okay. Next one. Okay, resolved, completed successfully. Next case, I'll tell you another situation. Loan got processed up to some extent. Customer care person called me and told me that, sir, we are going to charge you 4% of processing fees. I told them, no, I don't want. Somewhere else I'm getting only 2%. I don't want to proceed further in the loan process. Now what has happened? That has been withdrawn. You are going to withdraw the application by yourself. Now this is completed or not? It is completed, withdrawn. It is completed. So that case will be closed, completed, withdrawn. Let's take another situation. Up to some extent, loan got processed. They found that the documents which I have submitted are not matching. The salary amounts and all not matching, not genuine. Okay. They rejected the loan. Now completed or not? Completed or not? In this case also it is completed, but completed, rejected. Completion can be completion successful, completed rejected, completed withdrawn, completed revoked, completed duplicate. Today morning I submitted for loan request, created. Again I opened browser and I have submitted. Today evening. Already my data is there with bank. Already one case is created. Someone is looking into it. Again I submitted enthusiastically. I submitted one more request. Second request should be closed as duplicate. Completed, duplicate. There are different ways of completion. Transaction is a unit of work which can be completed either by acceptance or rejection or withdrawn or revoked or rejected, anything. You understand now clearly what do you mean by transaction? Everyone clear? Process is a unit of work which can be completed in many different ways. Okay, it's not always need to be successful. Clear everyone? Next. So you are going to design a transaction model to have n number of different directions of completion. Okay, next. See, you are using BPM in order to develop applications which provides end-to-end solutions, where you are designing transaction model like a flow diagram, and this flow diagram may have successful direction of ending, withdraw direction of ending, reject direction of ending, anything. All are connected so far what we discussed, yes or no? Everyone. So far everything is connected. Now, if you want to develop any application, you need a platform. Yes or no? You are developing applications using C. You need Turbo C environment. You need Notepad++. You're developing applications using Java. You need what is that? Eclipse IDE. You're developing application using C# VB. You need that Visual Studio of Microsoft. You need some integrated development environment. That is what we are calling a platform. You need a development platform, right? Using BPM, if you are developing applications, the platform we call it as BPM suite. What do we call it? BPM suite. BPM suite is a platform, software application development environment, using which you develop applications. This platform only providing you all the facilities, doing the things from requirement phase to reporting phase, designing your transaction model like a flow diagram, where it can end in n number of different directions. Exactly, the platform here is, this is equivalent to BPM platform you are using while you are going to work on Pega. The platform that I am showing you now on the screen, this platform, it is equivalent to what? BPM suite. What do you call this platform? I'll tell you in 5 minutes. Understand so far? If you want to develop applications using BPM, what do you need? A platform you need. What do you call that platform in general? BPM suite. BPM suite is a platform used to develop the applications and execute your transaction processing, where you design, develop, test, version, deploy, execute your business, reporting. All that you will do on the same platform. And this platform is going to provide you an architectural design of workflow model for your transaction, where you can have different directions of ending transaction. Clear? Now, this is the flow diagram, and here you go. See, you are going to use a BPM suite for application development. Okay. See, BPM suite is a software system, means provided environment for application development, and also allows the direct execution of the business process. Means your business transactions can run on the same platform. Development, execution, both on same platform. But by considering built-in business rules, what is this statement mean? This is the heart of understanding entire BPM and Pega. I am not going to tell you technically, functionally I'll tell you, try to understand. You will be able to understand clearly. A system is running, BPM system, correct? System should run based on certain rules and regulations in general perspective. I'll tell you one example. I am driving by a car on a road. I've seen a red signal, stopped before zebra crossing. Once I see the green signal, start moving, correct? Where am I now? Where am I? I am in a system. What is that system? Traffic system. My behavior is controlled in the system. Entire system is working based on certain rules. What are those rules? Traffic rules. Red signal, green signal, amber signal. What are these? Traffic rules. These rules are controlling the entire system's behavior. Yes or no? Everyone. In this world, every system will work the same way. You take yourself as a system. You are a human personality, right? You have certain rules and regulations. I want to wake up 5 o'clock in the morning. I want to study for 1 hour. By 1 o'clock, I have to go for lunch. By 4 o'clock, I have to start revision. By 9 p.m., 10 p.m., I wanted to go for sleep. This is the rules you are keeping for your biological system. Your system runs by the rules that you have defined here, and based on that rules only it works. Yes or no? Any system in this world runs on certain rules and regulations. BPM is a system that runs based on some rules. Okay. Now, suppose if you are going to keep some rules like this, I don't want to do this, I want to do this. Certain rules you are going to put, right? Where are you going to store that one? Where you store it? So you want to wake up morning 9 o'clock. I'm sorry, morning 5 o'clock. Morning 5 o'clock you want to wake up. This is a rule, right? You should store it somewhere, right? If you want to remember it and all, where are you storing? Where are you storing? In your brain. Your brain store. Rules are in this storage place. Yes or no? System is working based on rules. Rules should store somewhere. Where are they storing? Here. But in the technology, rules stores into database. Where it will store? Database. So BPM system works based on certain rules, correct? Rules should be stored somewhere, right? The rules will get stored into a database called as business rules database. Here rules are for business, right? We call them as business rules. So entire BPM system runs based on business rules. That rules storage place is called as business rules database. Everyone clear? Online resources. Every one of you, are you clear? Let me repeat from the beginning. Okay. See, we are going to talk about BPM. BPM is a system using which you are going to develop business process management applications. These applications development using BPM environment, you can do the things from requirement phase to complete reporting phase. In the BPM environment, you create application and you design your transaction model like a flow diagram, where this entire BPM system works, behaves based on some rules. That rules are called as business rules. That rules are called as business rules. And that rules storage place will be there called as business rules database. Everyone clear? Online resources. Very few points we discussed, but I'm giving explanation a lot with examples. Clear everyone so far? Okay. Now I'm telling you the architecture of BPM. BPM architecture, what is there? BPM suite is there. Business rules are there. Rules are stored into business rules database. Okay. You stored some rules in your mind. It is driving, right? That should be driven, yes or no, to your senses. Yes or no? I don't know about the biological system, all those things, but it should be driven, yes or no? So business rules are stored in a database. And my system is here. How these business rules to be driven from database to the BPM system. BPM system is there, database is there. Database has rules. Those should be driven from database to the system in order to achieve the business goal. Yes or no? I'll tell you an example. Imagine we have a water pond. One lake is there. Water lake is there. I have a cultivation field. What is the achievement that I wanted to achieve here? I wanted to do the cultivation. I need water, right? Water is stored in lake. How am I going to get the water from the lake to the cultivation farm fields? Not manually. Tell me the mechanical process. How I can achieve this? You know about it. I have to fix a motor. I have to fix a motor in between. Imagine, motor is being fixed, connected with the pipe to the lake, and one direction it is connected to the farm field. Now, what does this motor will do? Motor is going to drive the water from the water lake to the farm field. I will achieve my business goals. Yes or no? Everyone clear? Same way, see, business rules are stored in database in the BPM system. BPM system is here. So the rules should be driven in order to achieve the goal. Who will drive that? There it is a motor, hardware. Here it is the software, right? In between, business logic will be there. You don't need to write. It is already there in the system. I'm explaining you what is there. Business logic here. This is called as business rules engine. You are calling that motor engine, right? Same way here also, business rules engine. It is not hardware, it is software. It is what? Software. Between BPM system and its business rules database, one more software component is there. What is that? Business rules engine. What is its task? Business rules engine drives business rules from database to till application to achieve the required business goal. I'll tell you another example. Business rules stored in a business rules database, right? And there is some functional business logic, I mean like engine driving the rule from database to application to achieve the goal. I have a credit card. My credit card has a limit of around 5 lakhs. I went to a purchase center. I purchased for 10 lakhs. Okay. I tried to pay 10 lakhs bill on my credit card, which has a limit of 5 lakhs. Swipe the card. What will happen? You tell me. Transaction declined, limit exceeded. Yes or no? Insufficient funds, anything, right? What is this limit? Is controlling the system of credit system. Yes or no? Credit system is behaving based on the limit. So your BPM system entirely behaves based on rules. This limit is a rule now. Limit is a rule. Where is this limit? Is it written on my credit card? Then where is it? It is there in the banking database. Credit card provided database, it is there. The moment I swipe the card, program started executing. Engine, business rules engine. It is going to the actual storage place, driving the limit to the application, comparing. Okay, accordingly. So everything is okay. System will behave in one way. If not matching, system will behave other way. Output will be the other way. Clear, everyone? Exactly the same. BPM system entirely runs based on the business rules. Business rules stores into the database, and there will be a software program called business rules engine, which is connected to BPM system and its database, drives business rules from database to BPM system. Clear, everyone? Clear? That is where the system will entirely work. You don't have an engine in between. Is there any meaning of having one water pond and having one farm field? You cannot do anything, right? You don't need all these three together is entire one system. Yes or no? Which is going to give you some fruitful result output. Yes or no? The same way, BPM system has business rules stored in a database called business rules database, and business rules engine is a software program which interacts with database, drives the business rules from database to till application to achieve the required business goals. I told you the architecture components of BPM. What are the components in BPM? Workflow architecture for designing transaction model, business rules database, business rules engine. Everyone clear? Overall BPM suite is there. Overall, what is this? BPM suite. BPM suite is the platform, BPM platform used for application development, where you are going to gather the business requirements, do the development of application, testing, versioning, and then deployment and execution of this, and reporting. All this can be done by using BPM platform. And in this platform, it provides, or it has the components of workflow diagram architecture for a transaction design. It has business rules. It has business rules database which stores the business rules. It has business rules engine, which is a software program, drives the business rules from business rules database to till the environment to achieve the required business goals. Everyone clear? All this together is BPM system. Everyone clear? Online resources. Okay. Now, see, whatever we discussed so far is a methodology. What is it? It's not a reality. What is it? It's a methodology defined by someone. Okay, we don't want to go to history now. Defined by someone. Methodology has been defined for an application development environment. You wanted to create one application development and execution environment, use BPM methodology. If you are using BPM methodology and build your application development environment using any technology, it should have workflow architecture, business rules database, business rules engine, all that you create and make a product. This product, you sell it to someone, they can develop applications easily. They can process their business easily. This product can be called a BPM tool. This product can be called as what? BPM tool. BPM tool is a product. Can be developed by using any technology. By using any technology of your skill. Database can be anything. Rules you define by yourself as per the need. Okay. Then that product is called a BPM tool. What are the BPM tools available in market that you are aware of? Apart from Pega, tell me some other names. Pega, you know, BPM tool. Now, Pega is one BPM tool. Okay, I'll tell you why BPM tool in few minutes. Other than this, Appian, OutSystems, Cordis, Blaze, Activity, Decision, His Flow. There are so many like this. N number are there BPM tools. Out of all this, Who is the leader in the market? Pega is leader. Why leader? You will be learning tomorrow. Okay, but today, see, Pega is called a BPM tool. All these are called a BPM tool. Salesforce. What is Salesforce? CRM tool. Salesforce is what? Not BPM. CRM tool. Maybe Salesforce also has CRM. Pega also has CRM. But BPM world, it is the leader. Not in the CRM. Who is leader? Salesforce is, everyone knows that. CRM, who is leader in the market? Salesforce. So BPM, Pega is a BPM tool. Why you are calling Pega as BPM tool? Why not you are calling something else? But there should be some reason, right? You are calling all these as BPM and you are calling Salesforce as CRM mainly. What is the reason? There should be some difference, correct? Because Pega is called a BPM tool because Pega is built based on BPM methodology. Pega is a product. This is built based on BPM methodology. It is built based on BPM methodology means it should have all the components which we have discussed so far. Yes or no? It should have all the components which we have discussed so far. So there is a company called Pega Systems. What is the company name? Pega Systems. The owner of Pega Systems, I mean like the CEO, Alan Trefler. Okay, Alan Trefler started a company, Pega Systems, and the company provides a product called PRPC. What is the product name? PRPC. I'll explain you each this abbreviation and all. This product is meant for application development. This is the product, PRPC. What is the purpose of this product? Application development, application execution. All that you can do by using this product without the need of coding. Without the need of coding. This product is built based on BPM methodology. This product is built using what methodology? BPM methodology. That's why it is called a BPM. It is built based on BPM methodology means it should have all 4 components mentioned in BPM. See here. Go to the PPT now. All these slides I have explained. Business rules, engine, database, driving, all this I have explained, but I did not show you. This diagram also available, but your imagination is good. You are able to understand that. Okay. And here you go now. This is the diagram. See, BPM suite is PRPC. PRPC stands for Pega Rules Process Commander. BPM suite, what we discussed, here it is called as, the BPM suite is what? PRPC. Pega Systems has developed a product, named it as PRPC. PRPC is BPM suite. So BPM suite is used for application development, right? It has all 4 components. Pega Rules Process Commander is equivalent to BPM suite. Name is Pega Rules Process. They have given their own name, Pega Rules Process Command. What are the 4 components available? Process or workflow. All the business rules database, business rules engine. All these should be there in PRPC also. Yes or no? Because Pega is called a BPM tool, means it should have all these 4 components. Yes or no? It has, but the naming convention is a little bit, they have given their own naming convention. IBM also has BPM tool. Oracle also has BPM tool. They can give their own naming convention. Generalized naming convention is following the BPM, and the specific naming convention in Pega is this one. Process or workflow, what you call in BPM, in Pega also we call the same, process or workflow. So in Pega also you have workflow architecture for transaction model. Clear everyone? And next, in BPM you are calling business rules, correct? The same in Pega, what you call? Pega rules. Terminology is different, overall understanding is same. Online, everyone following? Every one of you following online? So in BPM you are calling it as business rules, correct? In the architecture of BPM system, which is meant for application development and execution of the business process, by considering the rules stored into database will be driven by business rules engine. See, everything is connected, what we discussed so far. For your brain, you will not be able to say like me on day 1. Go through this video and try to understand this, draw diagrams. After 5 days, you will be fluent. Practice makes you perfect. Okay, day 1 itself you cannot, everything cannot retain in your brain, but you'll understand for sure. Now, business rules, what you are calling here, what are we saying? Pega rules. Business rules are storing in database. What are we calling the database? Business rules database, correct? In Pega rules will store in a database. That is called as rule base. What is it called as? Go here. What is it? This is here with our home version. We will get Postgres database. What is that? We'll get Postgres. In real time, what will be the database? I'll tell you later. So BPM suit Pega rules process commander. Processor workflow. Business rules, Pega rules. Business rules database, rule base. Business rules will be driven from business rules database to BPM system by a software program. What do you call it? Business rules engine. Business rules engine. Now, Pega rules will be driven from rule base to PRPC environment by a software program. What do you call it? Process commander. What do you call it? Process commander. Make sense? Everything connected? Now you see PRPC. Divide PRPC into two parts. PR stands for Pega rules. Where does Pega rules will store? In the rule base. I told you, you may not be able to remember on one go. Slowly you will be learning. Pega rules stores into rule base. Will be driven by process commander. Correct? What is PC stands for? Process commander drives Pega rules from rule base to environment. See, everything together they named. They did not simply given a name like Pega rules process commander. See how meaningful the name is. Pega rules, part of the entire system, stores into rule base. Software program is there, which will drive the rule base rules to environment of Pega to achieve the goal. All these together actions together is PRPC. PRPC stands for Pega rules process commander, not simply. Pega rules stores into rule base. PC stands for process commander, which is a software program drives rules from rule base to environment. All together is called as PRPC. Now you understand clearly what is PRPC means. Then what is Pega? Simply you are calling Pega. Okay. Pega systems PRPC. In short, we are calling it as Pega. Okay. Now, if anyone is going to ask you, what is Pega? What is Pega BPM? What is Pega PRPC? Will you be able to say them or not? Clearly, you will be able to. If someone is going to come to you and ask you, hey, why Pega is called a BPM tool? Will you be able to answer? I mean, like, say them or not? Yes or no? These are the fundamental things. Learning the concepts by ignoring the fundamentals is dangerous. Okay. Fundamentals you don't know, but you are learning. Is there any meaning? At the end of the day, you don't know the reason why you are learning it. Okay. So PRPC abbreviation is not so simply they have given this name and all. This name has a clear-cut meaning based on its architecture. Pega rules process commander, if it is a system, in that rules are there. Pega rules are there. Rule stores into rule base. PC process commander, which is a software program in the system which interacts with rule base and drives the rule from rule base to environment to achieve required business goals. Overall, that is the execution of the system. This overall system will execute like that. That is what PRPC means. Everyone clear? Online resources, are you clear? Exactly 9 o'clock. What I wanted to teach, I am done by this time. I told you 10 more minutes will be spending. Okay, I'll explain you. Everything clear so far? All of you. Please make sure you have to revise this session once again. I know that you clearly understand now. It will be only up to some time. After 2 days, you'll forget. Possible for anyone. At least once you revise this video, go through this PPT, slowly take a notebook, write down in your own understanding. Draw the diagrams of your own. You will never forget for lifetime. This is not the practice for today. I'm saying this every day, same practice. Take your own notebook, draft your own way of understanding with your own diagrams. Then you can never forget the subject. That's the way to learn. Okay. Whatever the documents I provide, anything, reading and remembering will never work out. Writing your own way, drawing your own diagrams of understanding will make the things clear for lifetime. You'll never forget it. So for that, you need some time. Minimum 1.5 hours you need every day. But if you spend more time on understanding the concept, practically will be 5 minutes. If you spend less time on understanding the concept, you never bother about concept, you only bother about hands-on. This will take 5 hours. You did not understand the concept, how you can troubleshoot when you face an issue? You got 5 hours it will take. Practical should take 15 minutes. Theoretical should take 1.5 hours for you while you start doing it. Your practical is done in 15 minutes means you have clear idea about subject. Theoretical means conceptual learning and understanding. That's what most important. I'll tell you the methodology of learning as well. Hope everyone is clear. Do you have any questions about the subject what we have discussed so far? Don't go beyond. Only from beginning to now, what is covered in this? Do you have any doubt or any question? Further, I will take up later. Everyone clear? What are we going to discuss tomorrow? Tomorrow, we are going to understand the beauty of Pega. Why Pega is leader in the market? What is the reason for it? What is the architecture of Pega? All this we are going to discuss tomorrow in detail. So tomorrow, first half an hour, don't miss. See, many people, they feel like, okay, demo classes, what is there? Day one, what we have discussed now, we will revise these points connected to our practicals till last day. It's not so, I did not teach you something ordinary like course duration, course content. We cover this, we cover that. And Pega is all a magic. I did not tell you that. I told you the subject point, clearly explaining the reason behind PRBC name. You clearly understand what is PRBC now. Go and ask someone who is working on Pega as a fresher join. They will not tell you damn sure. Okay. I'm not saying I am the only person knows about this. People do not focus on the fundamental concepts. That's the problem. Okay. So you are being given with a skill, knowledge, that is the ultimate one. Okay. Keep that in mind and try to learn the same way. Don't ignore even a single session. Here and there, one day, not possible, no problem. Throughout the journey. Okay. But simply considering, okay, tomorrow demo anyhow, I'll attend from day after tomorrow. No. Demo is not, my demo is not like anyone else demo of any other technology. I never talk about what is the duration of the course and all day one. I talk about the subject. Subject that we are going to see for rest 3.5 months is covered today, and tomorrow first half an hour will be covered. Every point practically we'll see. Flow diagram we'll see. Rules we'll see. Rules tables I'll show you where it is storing, how it is being driven. All that when I'm explaining, without knowing this demo, how you'll understand. When you compare, you can easily understand, right? So that's the point in requesting all of you, don't miss day 2 session for any reason. Okay, don't simply keep it aside like considering it as a simple or silly demo. It's not that. It's a subject. Okay, so that is connected to today's session. Tomorrow's session is connected to today's session. First half an hour. Second half an hour, anyone can understand. Okay, so what am I going to tell you tomorrow? See, once again, I am repeating, I will be sharing you this PPT. Go up to 15th slide. I'll be sharing this video after some time. I'll be sharing that theory document here. How am I going to share it? We used to share like in WhatsApp, which is being difficult actually. You all of you are receiving WhatsApp message. Let me tell you this point also. All of you are receiving WhatsApp messages directly from 9652532753. Are you receiving from this number? Every one of you. You might have received reminder about this, demo details, link, everything, location, address from this number only. Any one of you received the details about this session forwarded from your friend? Maybe from your, maybe if you are a female, maybe your husband would have inquired and forwarded to you. If you are a male, maybe some of your friend would have inquired and forwarded to you. Direct contact of WhatsApp message is there from this number or not? By this time, you know. Those people only, those who do not have direct contact, I'm telling you, right away, take your phone, because we share your friend will share after some time. This will delay the process. We wanted to have a direct contact with the person who is attending this training demo. Only those who do not have a direct communication by this time. Okay. Save this number right away in your phone with name Harsha Trainings. Only those. Not everyone. Don't send me a message, please, because we already know that you are in contact. Those people who do not have any direct message by this time and attending this demo from this number do not have direct message. Save this number right away. Take your phone, Harsha Trainings, and leave a message like this. Attended. Okay, first you mention your name. Let's say my name is Harsha. Like this, you mention your name, comma. Attended Pega Demo Day 1. Please share the details. That's it. This text is as it is. First, in place of Harsha, you mention your name. Only those who do not have direct communication. Please, not all. Everyone again we don't send because you already have. You are there in the broadcast already. All of you mostly. How we are going to share you? After this session, after some time, after 15 minutes, you will receive one link to join Google Classroom. What is that? It is very easy for us to share and even easy for you to access. In that classroom, I will add one post. You will be able to see after you join. See that Google Classroom is all previous students also will. Demo, whoever is attending, so many people will be there. Don't bother about number of people there. Okay, not only you, previous batches also. Google Classroom link, click on the link, join the classroom. Okay. And the moment you join there, after some time, maybe you check after 1 hour, one link of video, this PPT document will be there, this theory notepad will be there, and FAQ document also will be there. Go through FAQ document without failing. Okay, just 5 minutes it will take, not more than that. Your questions will be there in the document. Okay, everyone clear about this process? So those who do not have any direct contact by this time with us from this number, save this. And what about my personal number? Why do you contact me? You contact me only for 2 reasons. One is career guidance. I am so and so person, so and so and all. I wanted to talk to you. First you talk to 965253 team. They will guide you. Still you wanted to talk to me, call me. I did not pick your call. Leave me a WhatsApp message. I attended demo 1 or something. I wanted to talk to you personally. We'll schedule a call. Okay, I may not be available all the time, but I'll be. Okay. But save for now with name Harsha. With name Harsha. This is Harsha Trainings. This is name you saved as Harsha. Okay. And don't call me so simply just for testing and all. Okay. And this is what about I want to tell you overall exactly as we thought. 9 o'clock 10 minutes over. Okay, I know you have so many questions that you wanted to ask me. That is FAQ that we'll cover tomorrow. Please wait till tomorrow to cover all questions. Any question which you cannot ask in the group, personally only you can discuss. That is why I have provided my number. Make sense online resource, everyone clear? That is what, if you message here, can you add my number and all, we cannot. That is not possible. That is the reason why I have asked those who do not have communication, share this, save this number, Harsha Trainings, leave a WhatsApp message right away as said here. Okay, we can wind up for today. We'll continue tomorrow, but my request, sincere request for every one of you, 8 o'clock class, correct? All of you classroom, be here by 5 minutes before 8 o'clock, stand out. 8 o'clock you can come in. And online people, tomorrow meeting will be open just 5 minutes before the session, means 7:55 it will open. By 7:56 you all should be here. Relax for 4 minutes, then we'll start it peacefully. Come and sit there, relax. Then once you are in, we'll start at 8 o'clock. Sharp 8 o'clock, don't miss the session. I'll start at 8 o'clock, I don't bother about anyone. Time is the first priority. Okay, because you start early. What is there? You connect early and try early 5 minutes. If there is an issue, you can sort out in 2 minutes. Yes or no? So, but being on time is most important. Being earlier than the time is real success for a person. That's what I learned in my life. Okay, fine. You can wind up for today. Thank you so much.